It's bittersweet, man, but I was coming off 2 bad losses in a row to turns out to be really good guys. And like I said beforehand, all my losses, killers, all up, title picture, all killers. And I got into the UFC when I was 30 years old. I was just a guy from Tennessee, an athlete, started being pretty good at fighting and just rode the wave, and all of a sudden I'm up here in the UFC with these world champions and jiu-jitsu black belts and Division I wrestlers, and I'm just a kid from Tennessee, just an athlete. So it's been a hell of a ride, man. I've had a lot of great opportunities from the UFC, and through fighting I've met some of the best people in the world. So I got nothing to hang my hat on, man. There was so many people spent thousands of dollars to come here and see me, and that's real special. And the arena was pretty loud tonight.
And we've seen athletes in other sports, like when Derek Jeter retired, he said he regretted announcing he was going to retire because then that was the question he was getting everywhere he went. So all this week, was that the question you kept getting? And did you regret kind of alluding to maybe this might be in your last fight?
No, I don't think so. I'm happy with my body of work, man. I wasn't supposed to be here. All I ever really wanted to be was a professional athlete, and I ended up doing that. I've hung in here with the best guys in the world. I was ranked just outside the top 15, and that ain't bad. So there was a lot of reflection going on. I really enjoyed the process and really trying to take it day by day, and there were a couple times I got a little sad in the weight cut, and I'm like, hey, man, this is your last one. Like, let's just enjoy this because we will never get to do it again. So, and for me, too, I have another baby. My wife was actually having contractions yesterday. So I'm going home to another little boy. I'll have 2 little boys now. And, coming off the 2 fights, I didn't know if I could do this anymore. I lost both. They were bad losses. I didn't know if I could do it again. But then this one was more about, not about the fighting, but about the lessons that I wanted to teach him, teach my boy. It was about, hey, you get knocked down, how do you handle it? You get back up, you keep moving forward, and you come back out and you do it again. So came out on the wrong end of it tonight, but I got nothing to hang my hat on.
So looking back on your career, if you had to point to maybe one fight or moment, what really stands out to you in terms of your entire MMA career, not just the UFC?
Oh, man. I mean, the Alan Patrick fight was great. It was still the biggest card ever. McGregor versus Khabib, great fight. Dong Young Ma was the most fun fight I've ever been in. We blew the roof off that place. It was loud, and we had some really good striking exchanges, and the crowd loved it. So, and I ended up being an entertainer where when the crowd gets going, I kind of enjoy that too. So, probably those 2.
What do you plan on doing with now that you are retired? What's the future hold for you?
Make some money. I've been dabbling in some real estate. I'm trying to find something that I enjoy. I know that after being in the UFC, I'll never be able to work for anybody again. I don't think I'll be able to have a boss that yells at me. So, been dabbling a little real estate, and whatever it is, I'll treat it just like sport. I've learned so many lessons through fighting, just about how to set goals, how to achieve goals, and how to work. So, whatever I decide to do next, I'll be a professional in that too.
And then finally, obviously, your son seems like he had a good time at weigh-ins. He's up here with you now. Did he enjoy his dad's last fight week? Did
you enjoy the fight, seeing me in the superhero arena?
Yeah.
Yep. What was your favorite part? He said, Daddy, why was that guy beating you? Hey, kids are so honest, man. It's great. But he thinks it's a superhero arena, so that's a win for me.
All right.
Do you want to grow up to be a superhero too?
Yeah.
Which one? Who do you want to be? Say
Daddy.
Yeah.
I have one right here.
Yep.
You talked about, as you can see, family is very important to you, and you talked about your wife having contractions. I'm actually expecting my first child in December as well, so I'm on baby watch while I'm here as well. Yep. Is there any father advice that you would give to someone who's going to be a father for the first time that you can give?
I think just being present, man. I really was missing, and part of the retirement too, I never had a dominant father figure, so I always felt this sense of duty to just be there. And when I started realizing, I'm like, hey, you know, I don't think he's going to remember any of these gifts I give him, but he is going to remember just me being there for him. So, you know, when I try to step back from him and say, hey, man, just be there. Just be there. Just be present. So, just be present, man. Just be there. That's all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congrats on that, man.
Thank you.
Exciting.
Anything else? All right.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for everything.